Hi guys, I have an oblique focus workout for you today. So we're gonna go ahead, grab a box for a prop, and then to get started, your foot bars are gonna go all the way down. We're gonna start with one blue spring on our reformers, which will be one medium spring. If you guys would like this a little heavier, feel free to go to one red spring or one heavy spring instead of that blue. And then before we get started, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You guys can leave me those super things. And then as always, every Monday, Wednesday, you guys will get that free content. Every Friday will be for those movement members. So if you guys want to join, you can join for $4.99 a month and you will get those 4 extra videos every month or 4 videos every Friday. Thanks guys. Okay, so one blue or one red spring, it's up to you guys. Blue is lighter, red is gonna be a little heavier. I'm gonna do one red spring on my reformer, and we're just gonna go ahead and lie down onto our reformers. Okay, so when we get down, headrest can be up or down, that's up to you guys. We're gonna start right into our neutral spine, so we should have that nice natural curvature of our low backs, and then we're gonna reach behind us and grab just our right strap into our hand. Now, up to you guys. Long loop is gonna be lighter for your arm, short loop is gonna be heavier. And then if you want it even heavier than that, you guys can always grab onto the knotted part of your rope instead of the strap. My right arm is gonna go straight up to the ceiling. Left arm is just gonna be relaxed at my side. Knees are gonna go up into a tabletop position. Legs are zipped together. We're gonna exhale, pull our right arm straight down to our hip, and then we're gonna inhale, return back up with control. We're gonna exhale to pull straight down. And then again, inhaling as we return back up with control, feeling our lats engaging as we press on that exhale, and then inhale again to return. Exhale to pull down, inhale again as we return back up. Again, feeling the lats engage. On every exhale, I'm gonna think that 2 inches underneath my belly button draws in and up my spine towards my solar plexus as I pull. And then again, inhaling just to return back up. Let's go ahead and do 2 more. Exhale to pull down, inhale to return, and then last one. All right, now when we press, pause with your arm down at your hip, bend your elbow for your tricep press. We're gonna exhale, press the palm down, inhale, bend, exhale to press, and then inhale, bend. Elbow can either hover up off of the carriage or it can be relaxed down. If it's hovering, it's a little more challenging for your tricep. If it's relaxed, it's gonna be a little easier. We're gonna do 3 more with your tricep press, 2, and then on this last one, hold your arm down, reach the arm straight up to the ceiling, and then we're gonna slide the left hand on top of the right so that both hands are in your loops. All right, do not worry about your neutral spine for this next one. We're gonna sway the knees slightly, just ever so slightly to the left side, just so you guys don't roll off your reformers. We're gonna press, curl up to our right hip for a little oblique curl, and we're gonna inhale, return back down, exhale, press, curl up to that right hip, inhale, return. We're gonna do about 8 total. So we have 5 more. Exhale, nod, curl. Inhale as we return. Let's go for 4. Getting that nice little rotation in our spine. And then on our last one, when we come up, I want you guys to hold yourselves up into that curl. The knees stay slightly to the left side. I'm gonna dip my toes down towards my springs. Exhale, lift the knees up. Inhale, hinge to dip. Exhale, lift. Again, engaging those obliques to pull the knees back into that tabletop position. They're staying slightly to the left side the entire time. We're gonna go for 3. Exhale, lift, 2, and then last one. When we come up, arms up, heads down, relax the feet, and we can just give ourselves a little stretch. Now, we're gonna do about 6 to 8 of everything for our abs today. So keeping the hands stacked on top of each other, knees up into our tabletop position. Again, don't worry about our neutral spine. Sway the knees slightly to the left side. We're gonna press, curl up to that right hip again, pause. Inhale, reach the legs out to a challenging level. Exhale to pull back in. Inhale out, and then exhaling again as we pull those knees back in, trying to get those right obliques to fire. Inhale out, exhale back. As always, you guys, if those necks are an issue, heads go down. We have 3, 2, and my shoulder block's kind of holding me here. Last one. All right, when we come back, arms up, head down, relax the feet. We can give ourselves a little stretch. Sway your knees, hug them, stretch them, and then we're gonna go into some straight legs. So hands stay stacked, knees go back up into our tabletop position. Sway the legs slightly to the left side of the room again. Press, curl up to that right hip, pause. Both legs go up to the ceiling. We're gonna inhale, lower them down to a challenging level. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Again, that shoulder block, my right shoulder block is kind of helping to hold me here. Inhale, lower. Use those abs, use those obliques to lift those legs back up. Let's do 3, 2, and then last one. When we come up, bend the knees, arms up, heads down, relax the feet. We're gonna come back into a neutral spine. We're gonna do one more thing with this right strap. So hands are still stacked, knees are up into a tabletop position, feet together, knees apart. I'm gonna exhale, press, curl up into an abdominal curl. Hands go through my legs. Inhale, return. Exhale, press, curl through the legs. Inhale, return. So now we're holding our neutral spine. We're not collapsing into our low backs. We're curling from the bra line as always. And now our rectus abdominis, so those superficial core muscles, those six-pack muscles are working to bring us up. And we're controlling down for 2, return, and then last one. All right, when we come down, relax our feet. Hang that strap back up onto the peg, and we are gonna do the same thing on the left side. So again, long loop lighter, short loop heavier. Again, if you guys wanna grab onto the knotted part of your rope, you can. The left arm goes up to the ceiling, right arm is at your side, neutral spine to start. Knees up into our tabletop position, legs are zipped together. Let's exhale to pull the left arm straight down. Inhale to return up. Exhaling as we pull straight down, and then inhaling as we return back up. Again, getting that lat to engage as we press, and then inhale to return. Exhale to pull down, inhale right back up. We're gonna go for 3 more. Think scoop into those low abs on that exhale. 2, and then on this last one, we're gonna hold our arm down, bend the elbow, tricep press. We exhale to press down, and then we inhale to bend. Press and bend. Same thing as the other side. Elbow can either hover or it can be relaxed up off of the carriage. If it's off of the carriage, it's gonna be a little more challenging. If it's relaxed down, it's gonna be a little easier for our triceps. Let's go for 3, 2, bra lines stay heavy. Last one, hold the arm down at our side, reach up to the ceiling, pause. Slide your right hand on top of the left, sway the knees slightly to the right side. Again, do not worry about your neutral spine at all for our obliques. We're gonna exhale, press, curl, rotate to that left hip. Inhale to return. Exhale, press, curl, rotate to that left hip. And then inhale, return. Again, I want those obliques to fire on my little rotation to the left side. We have 3 more after this. Again, doing about 6 to 8 reps for 2. All right, now this last one, we hold at the top. We're gonna inhale, dip those toes down towards the springs. Exhale, lift, inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Again, I'm staying up into my curl, but if your necks are an issue, heads need to go back down into your headrest. If you feel fine, stay in your curls. We'll go 3, 2, 1. Arms up, heads down, relax the feet, and we can give ourselves a little stretch. We have 2 more things with our obliques. So that left arm goes back up. Right hand is on top, knees are back up into our tabletop position. They sway slightly to the right side. We're gonna press, curl up to that left hip, pause. Inhale, reach the legs out to a challenging level. Exhale to pull in. Inhale out, exhaling again as we pull those knees back in. Reach, pull. I'm really feeling those left obliques working to help pull my legs back in. We have 2 and 1. Arms up, heads down, relax the feet, feel free to stretch, and then we're gonna finish with straight legs for your obliques. So the arm is right back up, hands are stacked, knees tabletop. We're gonna sway them slightly to the right side, press, curl, rotate to that left hip, pause, legs go straight. We inhale to lower the legs down to a challenging level. We exhale to lift. Inhale, lower, exhaling as we lift those legs back up. Let's go 3, starting to feel those right obliques, 2, and 1. All right, we'll bend our knees, return our arms back. Now, from here, keep your knees in tabletop, find your neutral spine again, feet together, knees apart, hands are still stacked. Again, a neutral spine. We're gonna exhale, press, curl straight through those legs again. Inhale, return, exhale, nod, curl through the legs, and then inhale, return, chin to the chest, curling from that broad line. I wanna think when I bring my chin to my chest, I have a little space in between it so I can fit like a lemon or a kiwi in between my chin and my chest. We're not squishing that lemon or kiwi. We're gonna go for 2 more. And then last one. Okay, when we come back down, relax our feet. We're gonna go ahead, hang that strap back up onto the peg, and then we'll sit off to the sides of our reformers. Okay, so if you guys were on one heavy spring or one red spring, go ahead, switch to a blue spring, so one medium. If you guys were on the blue, stay on that blue. We are going to kneel on our reformers, facing the straps. The knees can be up against the shoulder blocks. Hands are going to be onto the frame of the carriage. Now, when we start, I want your shoulders over your hands, hips are right over your knees, neutral spine. The arms are going to stay in the same spot. They're not going to be pulling us in and out. So again, I'm stabilizing from my arms, feeling those lats working to stabilize. I'm going to tuck my pelvis, pull my knees in, my hips kind of sink back towards my heel, and then I'm going to inhale, let the spring bring me back out. So again, it's an exhale to tuck, pull the knees in, and then inhale to go back out. Again, the arms do not move. They stay in that same spot the entire time. I want to think I'm scooping into my low abs to tuck and pull my knees in. We are going to go for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now once we return, let's make those a little harder. Hands are gonna walk out a little further away from you. I'm gonna go like 6 or so inches further away from my body. We're gonna pull our carriage in with our arms, shoulders over the hands, hips right over the knees, the arms stay. We can exhale, tuck, pull the knees back in, inhale, let the knees go out. Again, the arms do not move. We should feel those lats working to stabilize us. We're gonna tuck the pelvis, scoop into the low abs, pull in, inhale out. Exhale, inhale, return. Let's go for 4. I'm letting my knees go a little further back than my hips just to get a little more range of motion. And then last 1. Okay, when we come out, let your carriages go all the way home. We're gonna make those a little more challenging. So scoot your knees just a few inches away from the shoulder blocks so they're not actually touching them. We're gonna curl our toes underneath us. The further out we climb with the hands, the more challenging this is gonna be. I'm gonna walk my hands back out to that same spot. So I'd say like, I don't know, 7, 8 inches a little further out. We're gonna pull in with our arms again. The arms do not move. We're gonna lift up off the knees onto the toes, tuck the pelvis, pull in, inhale out. Exhale, tuck, inhale out. I'm moving in and out, maybe a foot, 2 feet maximum. Tuck, pull, extend, tuck, pull out. The arms do not move. Scoop into those low abs to pull. 3, 2, 1, and come down. All right, feel free to stretch back. We're gonna finish off with obliques, and we're gonna add in our box after that. So hands, you guys, go back onto the frame. From now on, it is up to you where you put your hands. The further out you guys are, the more challenging it is. The closer you are to your carriage, to your bodies, the easier it is. So again, up to you where you put your hands. No matter where your hands are at, I want your shoulders over your hands. So hands onto the frame, your right knee stays down. Left leg extends behind you. If you guys have your hands out like me, pull the carriage in with your arms, shoulders over your hands, left leg stays long, shoulders, hips parallel to the floor. Tuck your pelvis, pull the carriage in with that right leg, inhale out, exhale, tuck, pull, inhale out. I want your quad, your hip flexor, and your right obliques firing to pull in, extend out. Exhale in, inhale out. We have 4. Good, engage that oblique, and 1. Okay, now once we come back, set the knee down. Keep your right hand where it is. Take your left hand to the right side as well. Again, shoulders over the hands. On an exhale, we're gonna tuck the pelvis, pull the carriage in with the knees. Inhale, let the knees go back out. Exhale, tuck, pull. Inhale, extend. Again, the arms, you guys, are not moving. You're tucking and pulling the knees in and out. We want to feel those right obliques. So I want you to think your right waistline gets smaller as you come in, longer as you go out. 2 more. And 1. Okay, bring your carriage all the way back in. If you guys need to give your wrists a little bit of a roll, give them a little roll. Same thing on the other side. So hands right back onto the frame. Again, up to you where you guys are at with your hands. We are going to reach your right leg out to a challenging level away from you. Shoulders, hips parallel to the floor. So make sure that right hip doesn't externally rotate. Pull the carriage in. So shoulders over your hands. Right leg stays long. Tuck, pull with the left leg. Extend, exhale, tuck, pull, extend, exhale, in, inhale, out. And out. Again, I'm gonna feel my quad, my hip flexors, and my obliques working to pull, extend those lats, arms working to stabilize you here. Exhale in, inhale out. Let's do 3. And 1. Okay, set the right knee down. Keep your left hand where it's at. Right hand to the left side. Again, I'm further out, so I'm gonna pull in with my arms. On an exhale, we tuck, pull the carriage in with the knees, out, tuck, pull the knees in, inhale out. Again, we want those left obliques to fire. Exhale, tuck, pull, inhale out. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, not only, you guys, am I feeling those obliques, I'm feeling my arms and my lats working as well. Okay, we're sticking with obliques. So 1 blue spring still. Grab your short box. Short box is gonna go on right in front of your shoulder blocks for everyone. And then once you guys get it on, we're gonna kneel on your carriage facing your box. Okay, so when we kneel down, forearms are gonna be right down onto your box. I have my forearms back so my elbows aren't at the edge. The forearms are gonna go back so your forearm is mainly supported by the box. Your knees are right on the edge of the carriage, and then toes, balls of the feet are right onto the frame of our reformer. From here, I'm gonna scoop into my abs, press the carriage out with my legs. We're gonna pause here. We're gonna start with squats. We're gonna inhale, bend both knees. Exhale, stretch out with the legs. Inhale, bend, and exhale, stretch. Drawing our abs in towards our backs. Bend, and exhale, stretch. Bend, and stretch. We're gonna go for 3. Try to touch the box for 2. And 1. Okay, now press out. Let's all pause out here. I'm gonna take my right knee to the box, set the foot down, left knee to the box, set it down. Think knee to box, down, knee to box, down. It's an exhale. We're pulling straight in, straight out, straight in, straight out. Exhale in, inhale out. Give me 4. 3, 2, 1, and then bend and come down. Okay, when we come down, the next time we go into those knee pulls, We're gonna take the right knee to the left corner of the box, set the foot down, left knee to the right corner of the box, set the foot down. So your pelvis will shift for this next one. Forearms are gonna be down, toes are on the frame, press out into your plank, pause, right knee to the left corner, set it down, left knee right corner, set it down. Exhale, inhale again. I'm gonna let my hips shift when I pull my knee to the box. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bend those knees and come down. Now, from here, we're going back out into one more plank, and then we're gonna move into a side plank to the left side, so the right form is gonna stay down. When we go into these side planks, you guys, I want you to have your feet a lot wider than where they're at before. I'm gonna go wider than my hips. Not as wide as the wooden platform, but wider than my hips. Forearms are gonna be down onto the box. We're gonna press the carriage out. We're gonna hold. From here, we're going to rotate to the left side. So your feet should be against the wooden platform. Your right form is down. My fingers rotated to the left as well. And then we're gonna reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Now, if you guys don't feel comfortable, take your hand down. If you do have that left arm up, shoulders, hips, parallel to the wall out in front of us. From here, we're gonna inhale, bend our knees. Exhale, stretch the legs. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Keep those right hips lifted up so we can feel those right obliques firing. Bend and stretch. We have 3, 2, and 1. Now when we press out, we hold out. We're gonna thread the needle. So take that left arm, thread the needle, my hips rotate, and then when we come back center, they rotate back to the left. So when I tuck, I rotate my hips towards the floor, we inhale back center. Exhale, rotate, inhale back, thread the needle, give me 2 and 1. All right, bend the knees, whew, and come down. Now, from here, we're gonna stay rotated to the left. I want your right leg completely up against the box. You're gonna take your right hand into your headrest. If this is too much for your wrist, you guys, you can go down onto your form and just kind of scoot your knee a little further back. But take that right hand into your headrest, grab the strap that's right out in front of you, go long loop. If you guys do want this a little heavier, you can always use the short loop. The arm is going to be straight up to the ceiling. We're gonna lift our left leg up, hold. We're gonna do tricep extensions. We're gonna bend the elbow, exhale, press, inhale, bend, exhale, press. Find that balance. Shoulders, hips, parallel to the wall that's out in front of you. I'm bringing my fist towards my forehead, extending, towards my forehead, extending, keeping that left leg lifted. Bend and press. Now, keep your arm long. Press it all the way down to your hip. We're gonna bend your elbow. Fist goes forward. Tricep extensions here. Bend, exhale, press, bend, and exhale as we press. If you guys need to get off your wrists, forearm can go down onto your box. Inhale, bend, exhale, press. Keep that left leg lifted. We have 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from here, we are going to set our right hip right onto the edge of the box. My right forearm goes into my headrest, and then either the long loop or the short loop goes onto the arch of your left foot. The long loop is gonna be lighter, short loop is heavier. From here, hips stacked, shoulders stacked still. Our top leg is lifted hip distance. We're gonna press this top leg out one time. I want you guys to hold. It's in line with your body. Flex your foot, and you're gonna lift and lower the leg, keeping the foot parallel to the floor. The carriage should be staying pretty still. We're lifting, lowering, lifting, lowering. So we're getting into those smaller, more stabilizing glute muscles here. Glute min, glute med. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. 4, 3, 2. On this last one, hold your leg in line with your body. Keep the foot flexed. Give me little circles, like dinner plate size circles of the leg. The carriage should barely move. Glute, min, talking to you there. 3, 2, 1, reverse for 8. Imagine you have a teacup on your ankle. You're balancing that teacup. 3, 2, 1. Now, pause with your leg in line with your body. Inhale, kick straight forward. Exhale, kick your leg back. Squeeze your glute. Inhale, forward. Exhale, kick back. I'm pointing my toes this time, you guys, if you want to do a point of your toes. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Now, if you need to support your head, take your head with your left hand, and then you guys can always support here. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Forward and kick back. We're gonna go 3, press, 2, exhale, and then last one. Okay, when we kick back, we're gonna bend the knee, take that strap off of our foot, and then we are going to stay on the side. So I'm gonna use my right hand to get me up. I'm gonna scoot a little further towards my headrest, and then your left foot goes in the black strap that's right out in front of you. Right leg is gonna bend out in front of you. Side sit-ups. Make sure you guys have a little space for your hip to go down onto the box. Hands are either behind your head or right in front of your chest. We're gonna inhale to the well. Exhale, lift. We have 8 total. Well, lift. Use those left obliques. The carriage is most likely going to move around just a little bit because we are on such a light spring. 3, 2. On this last one, you guys, we're going to go halfway down, hold, pulse up for 8, 7 little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold all the way over. Grab the frame into your hands, and then just stretch. If you would like a deeper stretch, you can take your left hand to the right side and stretch over here. You can inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Okay, go ahead, come all the way back up. I always say the worst thing is always know what's coming next. So we are gonna go ahead, start with a plank, okay? So our feet are going to be wide again on the wooden platform. Forms are gonna be down onto the box. We're going into side planks to the right side, so the left forearm stays down. We're gonna press the carriage out, pause, rotate to the right. I rotated, you guys, my form too, so my fist or my fingers are pointed to the right as well. You can have your right arm up to the ceiling, or you can hold on to the box. We're gonna inhale, bend the knees, exhale, stretch the legs. Bend and stretch. And when I'm here, my right foot is the main leg that is staying down. My left heel kind of lifts and lowers as I go out and in. Inhale, bend, exhale, stretch. Keep that left hip lifted, you guys, so you can get into those obliques. We have 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now when we press out, we're gonna pause, thread the needle, reach that right arm underneath the body, inhale back. Exhale, tuck, rotate, inhale back. Whew. Hips rotate to the floor. We rotate them back to the right. Exhale, inhale, we're halfway there. 4, 3, these hurt, 2, and 1. Okay, bend, and come down. The good thing is we get to work the right side now. Left obliques are on fire. So from here, we're gonna slide our right leg completely up against the box. If you guys can't be on your wrist, your form can be on the box. Otherwise, take your hand into your headrest. Grab the long loop or the short loop, it's up to you. I'm using my long loop. The right arm goes straight up to the ceiling. The right leg lifts. From here, bend your elbow. Your fist goes right around to your forehead, and then you extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale as you extend. Bend and press. I'm looking up towards the ceiling too while I am here, keeping that right leg lifted. Smaller, more stabilizing muscles are feeling that right leg staying lifted. We have 3, 2, and 1. Now when we press, pause, pull your arm down to your hip, bend your elbow, your fist or your fingertips go forward to the right, and then we exhale, we press back. So fist, fingers go forward rather than the fist and fingers going up to the ceiling. Elbow stays pinned into your sides. Right leg stays lifted. Bend, press, bend, exhale, press. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from there, we're gonna set our hip down onto the box. I'm right at the edge. Form is gonna go down too. You're gonna go either long loop or short loop onto the arch of your right foot. Both knees bent at a 90, hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Our top leg lifts hip distance. We press out 1 time, we pause, flex a foot, leg is in line with the body. We lift, lower, abduction away from the body. Up, down, up, down. Three, 2, 1. Pause with the leg in line with your body. Keep the foot flexed. Little circles around for 8. Imagine you have a teacup on your ankle. You're balancing that teacup. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles. 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from here, we're gonna point our toes, kick the leg straight forward. Exhale, kick back. The leg stays in line with the hip the entire time. Inhale forward, exhale back, inhale forward, exhale, kick back. Good, forward and back. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Okay, we bend the knee, take that strap off, ooh, hang it back up onto the peg. I'm gonna use my left hand to help get me up, and then from here I'm gonna scoot my hips a little closer to my headrest, so I'm a little further off than center. Right foot goes into your strap, left leg is bent out in front of you, hands are either behind your head or in front of your collarbones. 8 side sit-ups. Fold over, lift. When we're doing side sit-ups, imagine that you guys are in between 2 panes of glass and you do not want to smudge that glass. 3 more. 2, last one. Now we go halfway down, pause, pulse 8, little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way back to the well. Hands hold on to the frame. Stretch, if you guys want a deeper stretch, take your right hand to the left side. Hold, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, we're gonna come all the way up, woo, and then once we come up, we're gonna sit off to the side. Now, we are not done with obliques yet. We're gonna stay on this blue spring, you guys. Foot bars are going to go up to the starting position. Your box stays on. We have a couple more things for obliques. Hands go onto your foot bar. You're gonna step up onto the little exposed part of your carriage. Hands are gonna be wide, thumbs are with your fingers. We're gonna take the left hand to the center of the foot bar, the right hand stays off to the side. Rotate your toes to the right side as well. On an inhale, I'm gonna press my legs out. My shoulders, my arms are gonna stay in almost the same spot the entire time. Rotate your hips to the right. And then when we tuck, rotate to come in, the hips rotate to the floor. So we're gonna inhale, press out, rotate your hips to the right side. Exhale, tuck, round to come back in. Now, if you would like to make this more challenging, reach your right arm up to the ceiling and thread the needle when you come in. Inhale out. Rotate your hips and shoulders. Exhale, tuck, round to come in. If you're threading the needle, when you guys rotate to the right, your shoulders, hips need to be parallel to the wall in front of you. Tuck, round to come back in. Inhale away. Exhale, tuck, round to come back in. Use those left obliques. Give me 3, 2, and 1. All right, all the way back in, set your right hand back down. Toes, point to the center, left hand back off to the side, right hand to the center. Rotate your toes to the left. Again, from here, arms should stay relatively in the same spot the entire time. We're inhaling to press the carriage out, the hips rotate to the left side. We tuck the pelvis, rotate the hips back to the floor to come in. Again, if you would like to make that more challenging and reach your left arm up to the ceiling and thread the needle when you guys come in, you can make it a little more challenging and thread that needle. Inhale out, rotate the shoulders and hips. Exhale, rotate when we come back in. We want those right obliques firing to bring it back in. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, when we come back in, pause, last little plank facing forward. Hands wide, thumbs with the fingers, heels lift up high into the box. Shoulders over the hands. Inhale, press the carriage out with the legs, pause. Press the carriage out with the arms, pause. Now the arms don't move. We tuck the pelvis, hike the hips, pull in with the legs. Press back out. Again, the arms stay back. Exhale, tuck, pike. Inhale, back out. Scoop into your low abs to lift your hips. Inhale out. 3 more. 2 and 1. Okay, slide those heels down. Let's do one more thing for your arms. Hands, you guys are gonna stay on the foot bar. If you wanna give them a little counter stretch, a little roll, you can. And then after this, we're gonna finish off with some feet and straps. So hands are on, kneel on your box, facing the foot bar. My knees are gonna be 2 to 3 inches away from the edge. We're gonna shift forward, shoulders over our hands. I'm gonna press the carriage out with my knees. So I'm in a kneeling plank, neutral spine still, so you guys aren't collapsing into your low backs like this. So again, neutral spine, strong core, 8 wide push-ups. Bend wide, press, wide. 5, they can be big, small, up to you. 2 and 1. Okay, bring the knees in. Give your wrists a little roll, counter stretch if you need to. Last round of push-ups, narrow. Hands are gonna go about shoulder distance away this time. Shift forward, shoulders over your hands, knees press out, still in a neutral spine, abs into your back, 8 narrow push-ups. Again, they can be big, they can be small. I want the elbows to go into your ribs, back up, into the ribs, up. 4, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, step off to the sides of your boxes, give your wrist roll, take that box off, and you guys can set it to the side. Okay, finishing off with feet and straps, 2 heavy springs or 2 reds on my reformer. I'm gonna make it a little heavier for myself today and add on a light spring, so a yellow. So it's up to you guys if you do 2 heavies and that's it, or 2 heavies and a light spring. Lie down, head rest up or down. That is up to you guys. We're gonna grab our long loops and they're gonna go onto our feet. Okay, when we get our feet into our straps, Legs are going to be up just as high as we can hold the neutral spine. We're gonna come into our Pilates stance, so heels are together, toes are turned apart. We're gonna exhale, lower the legs down towards our springs, bra lines stay heavy. Inhale, hinge to come up. Exhale to pull the legs down. Inhale, hinge, heels stay together, toes stay turned apart. Again, I'm staying in my external rotation the entire time. Okay, now the next time we lower our legs, we'll pause with the legs down. My feet are a little higher than my foot bar. We're going to inhale, open our legs out to the sides, stay in the same plane, bring your heels together. Inhale, open, exhale, close. We want to feel those inner thighs, our adductors. 5 more. So we're doing 8 total. 4, feel those inner thighs. 3, 2, heels together, toes turn apart, last one. Okay, when we bring the legs back together, pause, hinge at your hips, come back up, internally rotate, so toes together, heels turn apart. We're gonna exhale, lower our legs down towards our foot bar again, and then inhale, hinge, come back up. So we're just going straight down and up in that medial or that internal rotation. Exhale to lower, inhale, hinge. As always, I want to thank my bra line, you guys, is staying anchored down into the mat. I'm scooping into my low abs as I lower my exhale. Inhale, hinge, maintaining that neutral spine the entire time. Okay, the next time we lower, pause, open and close 8 times. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Make sure when you guys are opening your legs out to the sides, your toes are still pointed towards each other, so we're never losing that medial, that internal rotation. For 3, 2, still feeling those adductors, 1. All right, when we come back up, pause, back into your Pilates stance, heels together, toes are turned apart. 5 circles in each direction in your external rotation. So we're gonna lower the legs down, open them out to the sides. When we circle around and back up, the heels are together, the toes are turned apart. Again, neutral spine the entire time. Now, when we come back up from this last one, pause, 5 circles in the opposite direction. We're opening the legs out, pressing them down and around, zipping them together, and I'm feeling my inner thighs working again to bring the legs back together. Now, the next time you guys come up on that 5th one, pause, internally rotate or medial rotation, toes together, heels turned apart, lower the legs down, open them out to the side, circle around and back up, 5 circles in each direction in that medial rotation. Down, around and up, smaller, a little more controlled. When we come back up from the 5th, pause, reverse. Two more, and 1. All right, when we come up, pause, bend the knees, bring the bottoms of the feet together, low back can be flat, give those ropes a little bit of a tug, stretch out those adductors. Okay, we're gonna take our straps off of our feet. We're gonna give our obliques a nice stretch. So hang the straps back up onto the pegs. We're gonna sit off to the left side of our reformers. And then when we sit off to the left side, we're gonna go 1 heavy spring on our reformer. Right foot back, left foot on the floor. We're gonna press the carriage out with our right, press out with our left, pause. Now, from here, we're stretching out our obliques. So both hands are gonna go to the very left side of your foot bar. You're gonna press your right hip down and lean into the right side of the body as much as you can so we can get into our hip flexor, quads, psoas, obliques, and you might get a little stretch in your lats as well. In through the nose, out through the mouth with that breath. All right, the carriage comes in. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So you guys can walk around, you can pop around, up to you. Left foot back, right foot on the floor. Press back with the left, press back with the right. Pause, both hands to the very outside of your foot bar. Press your left hip down. Find length in the left side of the body. So again, quad, hip flexor, psoas, obliques, and maybe a nice little stretch in your left lats as well. Breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, bring those carriages all the way back in. You guys are all finished with that oblique workout. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You guys can leave me those super thanks. As always, Monday, Wednesdays will be free content. Every Fridays will be for members only. I so appreciate you guys, all the support. Thank you so much. Leave me those comments. I love it.